on this date in 2016, the great Klay Thompson put a remarkable performance together, scoring 41 points, hitting 11 three-pointers in Game 6 against the Thunder. In the Western Conference Finals, y'all were down 3-2, playing in OKC. What was that like? That was one of my favorite games to watch.
You know what's crazy? That series. So if you go back and watch that series, to start that series, we outsmarted ourselves. What we did was we did not guard Andre Roberson at all. Literally didn't guard him. The guy to help on KD and Russ, who was guarding Andre Roberson, and literally left him wide open. And it's a gimmick, right? We actually did it the year before to Tony Allen in a different way, though, where we put me on Marc Gasol and I guarded him straight up. We put Harrison Barnes on in 2015. We put Harrison Barnes on Z-Ball and just all out front no matter where he goes. And then we put Bogut literally behind Z-Ball to help Harrison and kind of play Tony Allen off the floor. Once we played Tony Allen off the floor from the offensive end, their defense couldn't survive because Tony would just fuck your whole offense up. Like, Tony Allen, one of the best defenders that I've played against in my time in the league. Tony Allen's insane.
Facts. Killing. Facts.
Oh, my God. And so we used the offensive end, Tony's lack of ability to shoot it, to force them to have to take them off the floor because they couldn't score enough. And then they couldn't compete enough defensively against our offense. And so that's how we end up coming back from down 2-1 in that series and winning. Fast forward to this year, 2016, 1 year later, we're playing against OKC. We don't guard Robeson, it works. And then they figure it out because it's a gimmick and it doesn't work anymore. And they figure it out. And so now we roll into Game 5 and we like, yo, it's 3-1. We going home for Game 5. What we gonna do? And we all were, from Steve down, Steph, myself, we're all like, yo, let's just guard them straight up. Make Russ and KD beat us and take everybody else away. Because when we've played this team and we've made Russ and KD beat us and take everybody else away, it's hard.
Yeah.
So we're gonna make Russ, like we're gonna guard them straight up. We're gonna put Klay back on Russ. We're gonna put Andre on KD. And we just gonna guard them straight up and they gotta beat us. And we won Game 5. Come back Game 6. Back against the wall. And Klay, bro, the whole day, Klay like, Dray, I got us. Like, there's no chance we're losing this game, bro. You know, Klay get this little twitch, like, start twitching the shoulder, like, I got us, Dray. No way. Like, you could see in his demeanor, walk the whole thing, shoot around. No way we losing this game, bro. I got us. We down 15. And out of nowhere comes Klay Thompson. 3, caught the ball at his foot, one of them, shot at 3. And he's like, I'm telling you, we not. And so then from that point on, we realized, we coming back, we taking this game. But now at that point, you know you got the series because they not coming back to Oakland, the Oracle. They not coming back to Oracle and beating us in Game 7, right? So we came back in that series. And I remember it like it was yesterday. It was crazy. That's a crazy year, man. You think about all the things that happened in basketball history in 2016. That series was crazy. Obviously, we lost in the finals. 3-1 lead, that was crazy. 2016, that's also the year that, like, Steph hit that crazy shot in OKC. We had on those gray sleeve jerseys. And that's like, that shot was kind of like Steph's, like, yeah, it's really me, I'm really him. It's really it.
Yeah.
Like, and then history happens. It's crazy. But, like, that's all that year. But that series with Klay, just coming back from 3-1, it was insane. So, you know, everything that I said before this about a 3-1 and living through that and being a part of that, there's no way I could count either one of these teams out. But 32, 12, and 15.
Come on, man.
15 assists.
That's BD numbers.
That's crazy. 4 steals, 0 turnovers. That is BD number. BD, you had a game like that in your career.
Yeah.
0 turnovers, 2 steals. I mean, Holly had the edge. 2 steals, Holly had 4.
Yeah.
10 assists, Holly had 15. 14 rebounds, Holly had 12. You got Holly there.
Yeah.
You had 33, Holly had 32. You got him there. You remember that performance?
I hit the game winner that day, and that is the sole reason why we have replay.
They called it off?
They waved him off.
That's crazy. Man, so it wasn't no replay to confirm that?
Man, he called it off before I even released the ball. It was 0.7, 0.8 seconds. He went to the replay, doubled down. It was like, no way he got it off.
Who's the official?
What was his name? Bernie Fryer, maybe? I can't remember his name. Maybe. He waved it off. We wound up going to overtime against Orlando. But then in that same, I think, playoffs, Derek Fisher hit, remember the shot against San Antonio?
0.4.
Yeah, and then that's when they came with the replay. Oh, we're going to have to start going to the replay to see if these shots work or not, because how could Derek Fisher's shot count and mine not?
That's crazy.
So a little taste of history, NBA history, man, history of the game. But shout out to Halliburton. Fire. You know, a performance like that, you in your bag. You have control. I remember playing against Orlando, feeling that same thing. Anytime Patrick Ewing was in the pick and roll, because Pat was older, man, it's 2 dribbles. Make him slide twice, he got to go back, and I'm following him right to the basket to create, right? If it's anybody else, they switch, it's over. When you in flow like that and you see everything, the game for Halliburton, he be wide open. He be shooting wide open threes. All right, so since you got the Pacers winning, the East, OKC closing this out, why should fans be excited for a Thunder versus Pacers finals?
I'm not one to get ahead of myself because I think I know better. I've come back from down 3-1 and won a series. I've lost a series being up 3-1, so I'm not one that's saying this is happening because these 2 teams still got to win it. And in saying that, I'm not even going to break down that series or even say why people should be excited because I think you got to finish your breakfast first. This is the playoffs. Anything can happen. So whereas I think the Knicks is done, whereas I think Timberwolves is done, you got that last game is the toughest one.
Yeah, you got to prove it.
Both of those teams coming out free swinging because they know, like, yo, I ain't got nothing to lose. This is it. This is our last one if we lose, so I'm going to give everything I got. I'm throwing every haymaker I got. And by the way, both of those teams have multiple guys that can beat you and take over a game. Julius Randle can, obviously Ant-Man can, Cat can, Jalen Brown. Both of those teams have guys that can beat you. So I'm not going to get into which one of those, how that series or being excited about it until it's time because you got to close them boys out and it ain't always that easy.